We appreciate you going to cox3.ocnow.com each and every week. Let's check out our first email. All righty. What's the absolute most insane trick done on a GoPed? And when I first saw this footage, guys, I was thinking that the backflip was probably the most insane trick. But am I wrong there? What do you guys think? You guys are riders, you know it.
Well, the backflip at first is usually the most insane trick because you're upside down. But there's like other tricks that are just as crazy, like Superman deck grabs, 360s because you can come down sideways and fly.
Right.
It's just backflip. Everyone thinks they're the most crazy because you're upside down, and if you come down wrong, you could land on your head and hurt yourself.
Now, Chris, in that chair, can you go over the Superman deck grab? Because obviously I know what a Superman is.
Superman, you just grab the whatever, you got the handlebars, and then you just extend and grab the deck, and then you stick your feet way out, and then you just bring it back.
Are you guys able to pull off like can-cans and that kind of thing?
Yeah, those are pretty easy tricks.
Really? Okay, that's pretty. Are you good? Are we good with this?
You're doing awesome.
I saw a big smile come to your face, and I like that when people smile on this show.
I'm just glad they don't make the old guys do all the tricks that the kids do. We just have to race.
Now, when you do race, how many laps are you looking at?
Typically in the heat race, you're doing 3 laps. It's on an asphalt track, and they bring in wooden jumps. And you could, for kids that are new at it, they can roll the jumps, or these experienced guys get big air and fly from one and do doubles and triples.
Yeah.
So,
we're talking about all this stuff. Let's see some more footage as we take a look at yet some more GoPed racing. And this is basically freestyle footage. A little bit later on, we'll see some footage of racing. But this is kind of impromptu skate parks that are around obviously everywhere in the United States. Pretty sweet stuff. You guys are pushing the limit. I know that Brandon and Chris, when I was skateboarding late in the 70s and early 80s, we had what was called freestyle routines, a lot of basically fancy footwork, 360s and walking the dog and all, kick flips and that kind of thing. Is there freestyle routines like flatland on bike that you guys do? Is there anything like that? You know how they do in the flatland on the bike? Are there routines like that on GoPeds?
Well, there's a few. Like, you could go up, grind curbs, do like little nose wheelies, flatland 360s is pretty much where you do a nose wheelie into a 180, hit the back tire and flip around for another 180, and just stuff like that.
Yeah. Chris, is there something that when you're out on your GoPed, and I'm sure this sport's probably just ripping out on the East Coast, because this looks like, somewhere in the East Coast, some of that footage. I could be wrong, but the East Coast has all those different forests, and there's like man-made parks back there and stuff. But is there one particular aspect that when you get on the GoPed, that you directly go, maybe to a skate park, or go to a track, or go to somewhere
I try to find wherever I know of, or anybody tells me, I try to find the big jumps. That's mainly what I look for.
The big jumps.
Or skate parks.
Where do you find these big jumps if they're not at the skate parks? You go to Sheep Hills? Are you allowed to cruise there?
No, we haven't been there yet. But I just mostly talk to all the BMX guys, try to hit up all the whatever they say is the big jumps.
Yeah.
And then usually they're surprised by what we can do.
If you think, do you think if you went to a Sheep Hills that they would kick you out because of the noise you're thinking?
Yeah, a lot of people right now, some skaters, they don't like us because at the skate parks they try to start fights or something.
Yeah.
And the bikes, so far what I've seen from the bike guys, they've been pretty cool. Like at the core games, they're real nice to us. No disrespect there, and it was cool.
Yeah, it's really amazing what you guys are doing, and obviously we've already seen some great highlights. On the other side, we're going to see some racing. These guys just dropped off some footage at my office today, and it's all really good stuff. We're talking about the sport of GoPed racing, and there is a big event coming up in Rialto. We'll talk more about that. It's July 13th, that weekend, so make sure you check that out. And also, we'll find out how much these things cost, where you can buy one, and a little bit more information on it. This is Coach's Corner with the sport of GoPed. You're watching it right here on Channel 3. We'll have more after this.